everybody, welcome to a deep dive into the Popco New Super Mario Bros. Plush set. For context, you may be wondering, who is Popco? Popco is basically just a distributor partner for Banpresto from the years 2007 to 2013 for the Mario plushes and the Mario figures. And one of those sets of Mario plushes was this Popco New Super Mario Bros. DS set. So let's take a look at it. This plush set was released in 2006 to 2007, counting in all the separate waves it's had by Banpresto. So this set consists of 5 Mario plushes. We have Goomba, we have a running, sprinting Mario, a Petey Piranha, a Mega Mushroom, and a Balloon Boo. So this set is actually part of a much larger set called the New Super Mario Bros. Banpresto plush set, which consists of many keychains and several other little plushes. It's a pretty large plush set, but this is basically just like one of the waves of those plush sets, which have been released by Popco in North America. So with that all out of the way, let's get started, starting with our main man, Mario. So this Mario plush is actually quite an interesting plush. It's not like a normal Mario. It's in a different type of pose. He's sprinting. He's got his arms up in the air like he just don't care. He's doing the Naruto run. It's getting a little wild. But even if his pose makes him a little funky, it does make him quite original from all the other Mario plushes. The quality of this guy is actually very nice. The material is not that soft, but it's only soft on his hair and mustache, which makes those features stand out quite a lot. The only issue I have with it is his emblem, his eyes, his mouth, and his buttons, and his eyebrows are all stickered, so they could peel or come off, which is not the best for Mario plushes, but if you get a good condition one, he does look very nice. I couldn't really find an accurate depiction of the Popco Mario plush, but I think this is the PNG that Banpresto / Popco were going for in making this plush. He has his right leg up and his arms going back, and I'd say it's pretty accurate besides his absurdly large head. So being a more interesting, original type looking Mario plush, this guy's actually not too expensive. He'll run you about $10 to $20. With that all aside, let's move on to the second plush in the plush set, being Goomba. Now our first look at this Goomba plush, it is by far one of the greatest Goomba plushes ever released, in my opinion. I think it looks very accurate, and it just really captures that Goomba style. So just taking a look at this Goomba plush, I really have no complaints besides the sticker elements on his eyes and his teeth and his mouth, which I haven't personally seen any plushes on this set that have had those crack or rip off. It's possible to happen. And for pricing, this guy is about the same as Mario. You can probably pick up this Goomba for about $10 to $20. And that's about it for Goomba. There's really not much to say, just a great plush overall. Moving on to yet another simple plush in the plush set, we have the Mega Mushroom. Now just on first look at this plush, it captures that Mega Mushroom design perfectly. I really have no issues with this plush. It is designed very well. It's got that big mushroom head, and with that tiny looking little body down there, if that's what you call it. Stem, I guess. I guess the only problem I'd have with it is those little ironed on sticker eyes, but again, I really have not seen any of those cracking, so I guess the quality is pretty good with those little eyes there. So as far as pricing goes, this guy's actually pretty uncommon. From what I've seen, at least now, I'm seeing about $15 to $35 for this plush. So it's a little up there, but it's one of the very few Mega Mushroom plushies and a very nice plush overall. Moving on to the one and only Petey Piranha plush. What can I say? This is the only official Petey Piranha plush out there, and it looks incredible. From the big ol' wide mouth wanting to give you a big ol' smooch, to the 12 wonderfully blooming flower petals, this is just a great representation of Petey Piranha. I'd say that this plush is basically perfect in accuracy. The only problem I'd have with it is, from photos I see from the new Super Mario Bros. Games, is the inside of his mouth is mostly black rather than pink, but maybe he's just got a big old tongue in there, so you never know. All these plushies use a soft but not fluffy material, and it just really makes them look good, because I don't think any of these plushies would look that great if they were super fluffy, because Petey Piranha, he really doesn't look like the type of guy to be wanting to cuddle. That all aside, moving on to the pricing of this plush, it's actually more than I recall it being when I first picked this guy up. It seems to be about $30 to sometimes $80. So that's definitely quite a bit of money, but do keep in mind that this is the only official Petey Piranha plush. Moving on to yet another plush that this is the only time we have ever seen it in plush form, Balloon Boo. Balloon Boo is definitely an interesting choice for the new Super Mario Bros. Game. I mean, they could have went with, Dry Bowser or something, but they chose Balloon Boo, and honestly, that's quite a cool idea. And I'm very glad they went with Balloon Boo instead of just like an average ghost. I think that's cool, and I really like how his mouth is just permanently open. He's just an opera singer. He's a little Christmas caroler, if you will. But simply taking a look at this plush, I don't actually think it is the best plush in the set. It's very simple. It's just a simple round design with some stickered on elements. Nothing too crazy. But I do like the little tail being kind of like the entrance to a balloon. I think that's cool, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is on the new Super Mario Bros. Games. So this plush is pretty accurate, it's just very simplistic. So moving on to pricing on this guy yet again is actually quite expensive. He'll run you about $40 to $60. Which again doesn't seem bad if you're a big Balloon Boo advocate, because this is the only Balloon Boo plush. And with that, that is a deep dive into the Popco Banpresto plush set. But before you go anywhere, let's take a look at that tag. One thing you may not have noticed is just how oddly placed the tag is. Maybe you have noticed it, but I feel like the tag placement on all these plushies is very interesting. For Mario, it's right in his armpit. For Goomba, it's right in his crotch. For the Mega Mushroom, it is right on his booty. And for Petey Piranha, it is piercing through his leafy arm. If you see most plushies, usually the tag is just hanging from their head, but Banpresto, Popco, whichever, went a little crazy with the placement here. But moving aside from our beautiful plushies getting pierced with a plastic string, the tag does look really nice. It's very simple. It has that new Super Mario Bros. Logo and just a big round coin. I think it looks really nice. And with that, that is the Banpresto / Popco new Super Mario Bros. DS plush set. If you do want more information about the rest of the new Super Mario Bros. Banpresto plush set, let me know. We'll take a deep dive into the entire set in a separate video. But with all that out of the way, I think this is a great little plush set. Very simple, got some cool enemy type characters like Balloon Boo and Petey Piranha that we have never seen before as other plushes. We've got a simple yet very accurate Goomba and Mega Mushroom. And then of course can't forget about Mario the Olympic Sprinter. So I hope you guys enjoyed a deep dive into the Popco New Super Mario Bros. Plush set. Thank you for watching.